Hello, my fellow subscribers, viewers, audience. First of all, let me thank you all for viewing my content. Some of you like my content as well. For that, I'm grateful. That gives me courage and strength to upload more valuable, important content that helps in a newbie or starting young man, young woman in the IT world. Maybe level 1, maybe level 2, level 3, but it takes years of experience to get where I am today, with all due respect, right? So let me share this document with you and let you explore the importance of this document. So this is the upper layers, commands and control. So we already know OSI model and layers. So layer 7 is the application layer. Layer 6 is the presentation layer. Layer 5 is the session layer. And these are all valuable, important, key layers to understand how networking is done. Through routers, to switches. Layer 4 is a transport layer. And other devices. This happens 24/7. 365 days. This is how you get attacked. And if you're into a networking analyst or networking engineer, you need to understand these words, concepts, and technologies. Right here, it says technologies, right? Gateways, routers, switches, endpoints, servers, data centers, IDF room, MDF room, DMARC room, and other utility rooms, electrical rooms. As we go down, this becomes network layer. Interesting. Let's talk about segments and datagrams. And believe me, if you take your A+, you will get some questions out of here. If you take your network plus, definitely. If you take your server plus, yeah. Security plus, yeah. And CAPS, yeah. And any other OEM certification that you're trying to take, this packet will be very grateful and helpful to you. And also your day in and day out job. There's your L2, data link layer. And then it breaks down technologies right here. L2A is logical link control, LLC. L2B is media access control, known as MAC. And L1, we already know L1 is physical layer. That is where all your hubs, your repeaters, your NICs, your cables, cable management arm, all that stuff comes in. It's known as a physical layer. So this packet is known as a big picture networking, right? Vital information, important information, all these bold letters that you see. This is what we are dealing with it today, right? If you're in IT today, if you're in level 1, if you're in level 2, whichever role, whichever job, remote, on-site, half remote, no matter what contract, what project you work on, this is actually what you're dealing with. Okay? Right here, network address, small groups or easier control, LAN segment, bridge, switch, broadcast domain, routers. And this chapter is about switching, right? VLANs. And I supported so many VLANs. I've supported core switches as a LAN technician for 5 years in the past, right? Supporting the whole site by me, known as a lead. So if you've been a lead, you supported over 500 people on your site. And then you support as your teammates leave and you support their site remotely. So 500 yours, 500 theirs, and you're supporting everything, right? You're going to support imaging, laptops, desktop, server, IDF room, MDF room, UPS, which is the Universal Power Systems, DR. If you've done that kind of work, and if you've been there and done that, you know what I'm talking about. Now, if you are a Cisco guy, Juniper guy, IP address, subnetting, these are all valid, important terminologies, right? Technologies. There is no ifs, there is no buts. Like I said, what I present, what I upload, what I show are valuable, important terms, technologies, concepts are used today. Just to understand the basic configuration, you have to know these terms, right? Everything in the bold letter, everything that you see in the bold letter, you have to understand it, you have to know it. And if you're working on a project, if you're working on a contract role, you will never know what hits your face. What technology, what concept, what is your ticket, if you're doing ITIL ticket, if you're doing Jira story, you will never know what you come across. So having this kind of packet in front of you, you don't have to Google it. You know where your binder is. You can quickly glance over it. Whatever questions you have in your team meeting, read the information, review it, and ask the right questions. That is the right approach. So this little packet or page deals with IP routing, right? Anything to do with routing, all the key information is here. Have you heard of exam cramp or cliff notes in high school? This packet, you can treat it like cheat sheet, or you can treat it like cliff notes, or you can treat it like exam cramp. Vital, important information is right in front of you. This one deals with boot up and connectivity tools. Every device, every endpoint, every switch, every router, however you configure it, it has to boot up. It's got a boot up sequence and it has to connect, right? Boot up and connect all day long. If it's down, then you gotta fix it. So there's a concept called up and up. So when you're dealing with up and up, you got to use all these terminologies right here. All these technologies. Yeah, what I'm sharing with you maybe Cisco related, but trust me, in the networking world, these terminologies that you see in here in this packet are vital and important. And you're going to see it across different OEM equipment. It could be Juniper, it could be other devices. See, server to server relations right here, IPX diagnostics. So you need to understand and know these terms even for the exams. And some of the Cisco exams, it takes a while to study. Some of people even fail it the first time. They got to redo it and restudy and pass it the second time. You know, I respect people's time, right? Even me, I'm not going to waste my time. So when I look for information, when I gather data, when I do my discovery, I'm going to make sure I have the right information, right data. So study and pass my exams and move on. Because trust me, you don't want to waste time and you don't want to even share the knowledge or share any data that's irrelevant or old. This packet is important and it has its own value. If the seeker, the finder or the seeker, you are the seeker, right? I'm sharing the knowledge. It is up to you what you're seeking. It's simple as that. So these terms that you see in here, right? PPP, frame relay, it's out there, right? It's out there and we use this every day in our troubleshooting steps, right? So just like I said, what are you seeking? What are you looking for? How important this information, this packet is to you. It's simple as that. If you're in networking, telecom, data communication, you will find this packet very interesting, very important. Even if you're in IT, even if you're in help desk or desktop support or field engineering, The information that is listed in here, it has more value than you can think of. More value. I mean, come on. You don't have to look for it. I'm giving it to you, right? And this one talks about DDR, which is dial-on-demand routing, ISDN, and dial-up. I may be old, but there are still some networks that use the same things. But knowing about it is far more helpful than not knowing about it. Look at it that way, right? If you have the knowledge, you're better off than not having the knowledge. It's simple as that. Access list. Access list is everywhere. Even a small Wi-Fi router at the house have access list. If you have configured it, you will know what I'm talking about. Doing a home lab exercise, you would do, it's called a special bonus page. You would do these exercises and you would learn these terms. It's simple as that. You know this stuff, it'll make your job easier, right? Like in my current project in contract, I'm an infrastructure specialist. I come across all this, right? I come across all this. It's wonderful to have experience and move from project to project or work on different things, let me tell you. So this is a valuable packet, important packet. It's only, what, 15 pages. 15 pages of cliff notes, cheat sheet, or cram notes that will give you in-depth understanding of networking. What else you want? And this goes everywhere. It doesn't make a difference you're working on AWS or Azure. If your foundation is strong, you can learn new technologies. If your foundation is weak, you're going to have a hard time learning new technologies. It doesn't make a difference with ChatGPT, right? Think about it. Think about it, what I said. Think about how to pursue your own career and path, right? I'm just doing called paying it forward and moving forward in my journey, having fun, and enjoy what I'm doing right now. What is to come next is this packet. It may be old. It's known as cram notes. But hey, if you know this stuff, you're the winner. That's the key and that's the aim and that's the goal. So wait till I upload this information and we'll go from there. Once again, share, learn, teach, and grow. Remember, share, learn, teach, and grow. The more you grow, the more you earn. The more you learn, the more you earn. The more you teach yourself, the better you get. The more you share, the more friends you get. The right kinds of friends. Not the wrong kinds of friends, the right kind of friends. Like it says over here, if you like it, subscribe please. As always, I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to all my subscribers, viewers, and audience. God bless you all. Thank you very much. We'll meet next time. Bye.